Right, so today we will discuss 2017 and 18 previous paper. What are the appeared questions previously? I have already solved, like I have already given 2011 to 14 analysis. So this will be my last analysis because this was requested by many, 2017 and 18. And apart from that, many asked me to solve few questions, okay, based on some particular concepts, maybe RMS velocity or nuclear chemistry. So all those questions whichever have appeared for 2 marks, after this video I'm going to upload that video too. So this is going to help you a lot, as 2017 December paper was the most easiest paper because most of the questions were repeated questions, right? So after analyzing 17, I'll analyze even 18 and I'll give you, like, I just want to suggest you one thing in the end of this video, and if you follow that, I'm sure you are going to crack this CSIR. This is what the complete analysis says, has explained me. Like, I have got a point that what you have to do to crack the CSIR easily, right? So 2017 questions, if you look carefully, the questions are different from the previous, like very new. For the first time, this magic number water exchange reaction has appeared, and many in the 4 marks, okay. And other questions are similar, like isoelectronic pair, isolobal analogy and isoelectronic pair have appeared even previously also. LMCT, PK, 1D box operator, phase diagram, phase transition, solid state and first order reactions, right? So all these are repeated. Phase transition is little different, and I have solved this 2 marks question which I'll be uploading in the next video, right? So go through the water exchange reactions one, because this has been asked even in the last year, if I'm not wrong, 2018 June, right? So do this question, and Mn bar and Mnw relation is asked. So these were the few basic 2 marks questions which are repeated, which even appeared in the previous papers, other than magic numbers and water exchange reactions, right? So till now I'm sure you guys are fully perfect in these concepts like LMCT and isolobal analogy. Like, after seeing so many of papers, I'm damn sure many of you have practiced and you are done with these concepts. And if you are not done, please definitely do this. Whatever you have done till now is not the point. You have, and in the last moment you have to do something which has appeared repeatedly in the every paper, okay. Now we'll look at the 4 markers. So surprisingly, in this paper, you had 4 plus 4 plus 2 marks from nuclear chemistry. Okay, previously you never had 4 plus 4 plus 2. Okay, max 4 or 6, not more than that. So in this paper, you got 10 marks from the nuclear chemistry, and then DTA, differential thermal analysis. So if you look, thermal methods, they started giving only from 2014, not before that, okay. So from 2014, DTA and TGA are the most repeated questions. So have a look at TGA and DTA before you go for the exam. Now, number of skeletal pairs. Now this question, like from 2011 to 16 almost, every paper had the type of cluster closonido-arachno. Now in this paper, you did not have that closonido thing, okay. Now this is what the fate is. If you just think that you'll get closonido, which I told you that you will get it, now that is not there here, okay. Now you have number of skeletal pairs. I hope you guys know this question. If you do not know, just ping down. I'll make a video on how to calculate the number of skeletal pairs, as this is very important. I'm telling you that if closonido cluster question doesn't come, this is the another question which is expected from that particular part, no other question, right? So do this question, number of skeletal pair. There is a direct formula, okay. If you know that, you can easily calculate the number of skeletal pairs. And then magnetic moment. Now another interesting question, because magnetic moment has never appeared for 4 marks, okay. 2 marks in every paper from 11 to 18, all the what can I say, 7 into 2, 14 papers. But then here it appeared even for 4 marks, okay. Not an easier one, because this is 4 marks, it will be little complicated. So in my 2 markers, I have added all the various formulas which are needed to calculate the magnetic moment, around 4 formulas that you will be watching later. And then match the following, 2 plus 4 plus 4. You either had 1 or 2 match the following previously, right? Whatever I have analyzed, but now you have 2 plus 4 plus 4. So slowly just observe that what are the things which are increasing day by day, which concepts are being asked more, and what is the type of the question asked more day by day. And then you had a question from mass bar, ESR and mass. Okay, these were covered. Electronic spectra was also covered. And NMR you had 2 plus 4 plus 4, that is 3 4 markers and 1 2 marker, right? So overall 14 marks from the NMR. Now oxidative addition and nucleic acids, these were asked previously also, so again they were asked here. Electrochemistry specific conductance question was asked. Every year you have seen electrochemistry question will be from the Nernst equation, okay, but here it was very simple. It was just a direct question of specific conductance. The basic formula K equals to lambda into 1000 by C, you have some basic formula, right? So that formula is sufficient to calculate this electrochemistry question. And then chemical kinetics, 3 questions were asked and all were very simple. Fugacity, heat engine, and another question. Overall 3 questions from thermodynamics and 3 from kinetics. Now this happens rarely, okay. Now if you are good at kinetics and thermodynamics, this paper will fetch you a lot of marks, because this was more of kinetics and thermodynamics, okay. And then number average molecular weight, see, this is the plus point. You got a 2 marker Mn and Mw relation and also a 4 marker. So this is the plus point of reading small chapters. Sometimes you may get 4 plus 4 or 4 plus 2, right? Then group theory, symmetry, Raman spectra, and quantum. So Raman spectroscopy was not asked previously a lot, but now as day by day its application is increasing and you are getting more questions from Raman spectroscopy. So even 17, 18, the December 2017, all these papers have Raman spectroscopy question. If you can do it, you can practice, or else just leave it for the choice, right? Quantum, 3 questions, and one of them was again Huckel molecular orbital theory. Don't leave HMO theory. Huckel molecular orbital theory, I have already made videos on this. You can go and check there. This is a very simple one and it appears more frequently compared to the other questions of the quantum. Now we'll discuss 2017 December and I'll show you something interesting regarding these 2 papers. Okay, we'll first have a look on what are the questions asked. Vesper theory, ionization energy. These all are repeated. Okay, so I won't stress much. New thing is electron neutrality principle. Okay, this was a new question. Diaphobic colloids was a new question, and steady state approximation was asked. So these were the other questions other than these questions which repeatedly appear in the every paper. So just focus on the things which are repeated in the previous paper also. The first is Mn and Mw relation, and then magnetic moment, right? So 2 questions from the short answers. And Vesper theory, 2 questions were asked, right? So this is interesting again. Every year only 1 question, but Vesper theory 2 questions this time. Now 4 markers isolobal analogy. If you remember, this was asked previously also, but then in the 2 marks. Okay, so in 2017 December it is for 4 marks. Now electron diffraction question was asked, DTA again, which was asked previously. Here you have reductive elimination concept. Previously oxidative addition was asked, now reductive elimination. And acid base concept question was asked. Now look at these questions. Orred-Rochow electronegativity, Bent rule, and actinides. Now these questions, these you have studied in your basics, okay, in your bachelor chemistry, not now. So if you do not do this kind of questions, you can never attempt these questions in the exam. How much ever you have learnt, the great books, Puri Sharma, Patania and all, if you do not do this, then you have lost your 4 marks in the CSIR. So okay, let me discuss another questions also, then I'll tell you. NMR cluster type. Again, you got here closonido-arachno kind of cluster. And then disproportionation and solvation. Again, a basic question. Okay. High spin and low spin, base hydrolysis. Rotational spectrum, symmetric top molecule example was asked. Group theory, 2 questions. What were those 2? I have written here. 1D, 2D, 3D boxes energy diagram. Again, HMO theory. Okay, I'll mark on this. I'll mark on this also and we'll tell you later why. Number average molecular weight, electrochemistry specific conductance. So if you remember in the previous also this question was asked. Excuse me. Number of microstates calculation, easy concept. And kinetics, 2 questions. Solid state, 1 question was asked. Now from group theory, 1 question was find out the missing characters from the given character table. And another question was they gave a molecule and they asked us to find out if it is IR or Raman active, right? So interestingly, in both the papers, 2017 June as well as December, the same questions were asked. Even in the June, the question was missing character in the given character table. Just that character table was different. And here IR and Raman activity, the same even in the previous. So I'll mark even these two questions. Now if we analyze, there was a G factor question, okay? Even in the previous paper, I think I did not write. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I did not, yeah, symmetry 2 questions, so 8. So 8 questions were repeated from the previous paper. Okay, whoever have done 2017 June and have gone for the exam of 2017 December, they'll definitely get minimum of 30 to 40 marks easily just by solving the previous paper. Okay, same kind of questions have been appeared. Even the specific conductance question was same, just that the numbers were different. Concept was everything same. And HMO theory as well as this symmetry, as I've told, magnetic moment and DTA question, MN-MWR relation. So all these are very important, and see, this is the plus point of doing previous paper, right? Okay, one more paper is there. We'll quickly discuss this question also. 2018 June. Again, geometry, that is a Vesper theory, Beer's law, isotropic magnetic susceptibility. To this concept, because this is June paper, I can tell you that you have to do every topic. Okay, there is a chance that same like 17 you get around 30 to 40 marks from this particular paper also. So do this topic, isotropic magnetic susceptibility, bond strength. You have to tell the bond strength order. Okay, so bond strength and bond length and frequency, there is a relation. If you know that, you can attempt any of these questions. Ionization energy concept, asked previous in the previous paper also, again it is asked here. Degeneracy, this you have to do. Okay, I'm expecting this question this time. Again, magnetic moment, LMCT, UV spectroscopy, mass spec, NMR, Raman. Interestingly, all these have come for 2 marks this time in the 2018 June. Okay, not in the 4 markers. Then steady state approximation, previously it appeared and again now. Then term symbols, variance, delta G minus NFE formula. Previously I have already discussed, so I won't stress on this. Order of the reaction, Hund's rule, commutative operator, osmotic pressure, colligative properties. Now all these are basics again. Okay, Hund's rule and osmotic and colligative, these all are basics again. Langmuir adsorption isotherm, and one match the following. So these were your 2 markers. And sorry for the disturbance coming from the backgrounds. I have to make another video, so I can't stop now. Right, so match the following 2 questions, 4 markers. Now this multiple answer question was the thing because of which the cutoff was less this time in the CSIR. Okay, I'll tell you, they were indeed easy, but then if you do not study the basics and go, definitely you cannot attempt them. Not you, anyone cannot attempt without reading, except for a gem or some great person, right? So multiple answer questions were 10 questions were there in the 2018 June. Okay, they'll give you a statement and they'll give you multiple answers. You have to say what is right and what is wrong. So these 10 questions, whoever have lost in these questions have not qualified 2018 June. So now what you have to do in the end of your exam is take out your NCRT books. Okay, this is not a kind of joke. I'm serious. Take out your NCRT books or any of the basic books from where you can learn basic chemistry. Go there and read all the basic things. Ionization energy concept, electron negativity, how is it changing, what are the exceptions in it. All those you read and go, because as you see from 2011 to 2018, you can see that from here you used to get questions only from MSc syllabus. You never got basics here. When I say basics, I mean this electronegativity order, all those questions were never asked in this scale, in this period. As you're slowly coming after 15 to 18, you'll see that questions, there are no more questions in MSc syllabus or what, I don't know, but then now the competition has become very tough and you'll see there are basic questions coming out in 2018 to 17 and 16. Okay, so before you go for the exam, read all the basics whatever you have learned, because there's a high probability that you'll get again multiple answer questions this time, because this was a June paper. The recent paper 6 months back, you got 10 questions, so you can expect minimum of 5 questions even this time. This is what I feel, so I'm telling you, and everything else is left out to you. What you want to read is your wish. So multiple answer questions, you have to do it. definitely you have to do it, because this is the fetching mark. This will fetch you more marks. For that you have to read the basics. Then there was a question from Cisplatin and nuclear chemistry. Wacker's process, water exchange reaction. Again you got this water exchange reaction here. Previously it was a 2 marker, now it is a 4 marker. Marcus-Hush theory. So from this chapter you never got Marcus-Hush equation. You used to get acid hydrolysis or base hydrolysis, Kuhn-Kurv's test. These were the questions always asked. But 2018 was very different. It was really, I can tell, difficult, because none of us will read all these basics after coming to the masters. So Marcus-Hush equation, NMR, there was only one NMR question. Now this was one negative point in 2018 June. Basically you get at least of 8 to 10 marks of NMR, but here no. In 2 marks NMR, yeah, no NMR, yeah, okay, one NMR is there. So only 2 plus 4, 6 marks of NMR. Whatever I have analyzed, never I saw 6 marks in NMR. Okay, minimum of 4 plus 4 plus 2, 10 marks we used to see, but in this paper only 6 marks from the NMR. And then 2D box, perturbation theory, Langmuir adsorption isotherm again repeated, EPR spectroscopy, rotational spectroscopy, phase diagram, solid state and potentiometric titrations. So what all you can do is, for this you just, for this upcoming CSIR, do Mossbar spectra. Okay, there is no question from Mossbar spectra. So usually you, from the analysis you can observe that if oxidative addition is asked in one paper, in another paper they'll ask you reductive elimination. Okay, with that sense you go through the paper. Here you have got potentiometric titration. Definitely in the upcoming exam you won't get this, you'll get conductometric or any other titration. Okay, that's how the concept is. Here you got a symmetric top molecule, maybe in the next paper you may get any other type of molecule from this particular spectroscopy. And then what else? Yeah, so this is the way you have to learn for the upcoming exam. Go through all the basics, read the different types of titrations, and concentrate more on the formulae. Try to revise formulae again and again and write it in a paper till the time you don't forget it, because really formulae are the only shortcuts which can help you crack in the exam, not the concepts, of course, in the last moment. So just have a revision of all the formulas. And now I'll upload another video where I have solved around 12 pages of 2 marker questions with some important note points. So this is your next upcoming video. Keep watching, and if you have liked my video, please hit like and share it with your friends, as many should get benefited, not only you or me, right? Thank you.